What's up, Gear Mortals? Trey Xavier here. On today's edition of Gear God's Quality Control, we're going to be taking a look at the JST Toneforge Misha Mansoor plugin. Let's check it out. Let's dive right in and hear some tones. I've got a DI track here that I recorded earlier. Let's see what it sounds like, just as is. So there are some presets included. Let's go straight for the throat, tight rhythm. This is kind of what Misha Mansoor is mostly known for, is tight, chunky rhythm guitar. Saturated and gainy rhythm. Chorus to 80s clean. Crunchy lead. Crunchy rhythm. Some of these aren't really appropriate for the kind of guitar part that's happening right now, but heavily gated rhythm. This is more like it for this kind of performance. Take rhythm. Tight as advertised. But we've got left to right here, a gate that can get very gatey, if you will. Input gain, so this is actually, it's not labeled, but this is the input gain. We've got a 3-band, typical EQ tone stack type of deal. Then we have these character knobs. These are something I haven't really seen on an amp before. Tight, sat, and purr. Okay, now we've got 3 different channels. Clean, crunch, lead. Now here's the crazy thing about the way this works. This knob, you can see it kind of goes up in gain, and then it goes all the way back down again, and back up. Now, if you watch here, while I turn this knob, you'll notice something crazy. It goes 1, 2, and 3, and then 4. So there's 4 times 3 different types of sounds. Basically, each one sounds a little bit different, or some of them sound drastically different, actually. And that's per channel, right? So crunch. Four different sounds for crunch. Like, how do you even find 4 different clean tones? Okay, then we've got some top-end controls, presence. That's typical. And then range. Range seems to determine where that presence kind of sits. That's getting pretty detailed in terms of very specific sounds. And then channel volume, so you can set particular channel louder. Then we've got something called harmonic. I like this one. Compressor. And then there's this little tiny thing over here. You might not even notice it if you're not really looking. Let's check it out. It's so small I can barely read it, but it says go to backup amp. Oh my god, a whole new slew of things. Preamp tube, bulb versus experimental. I don't know what the experiment is. And then I guess these are just the same preamp EQs the tone stack that we had on the front. All right, now we've got topology. So that usually refers to the power section. Right now it's on solid state. So we've got single-ended, which is like class A, push-pull, which is class AB. Solid state. Solid state is louder. We've got power tubes A, B, and C. Bias. Transformer controls. This is very detailed. This is going into some territory, all right, on this amp. This is not just, you know, 3 knobs and then gain and volume. Like, a lot going on here. American. British. Experimental. Ratio, comp, and dynamic tone. Alright, so that's the amp section of the plugin. Let's take a look at what else we got. Actually, before the amp, we've got a digital version of Misha's signature Horizon Devices Precision Drive, which I haven't even turned on yet. I can't believe it. The most important part of the Precision Drive is the attack feature, in my opinion. Also has a gate that makes 2 gates so far. Here's without it. Alright, now let's take a look at the cab situation. We've got built in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different options. Let's go through some of those in here. So this is the 6 cabs times 4 mics each. So we've got what appears to be a Neumann condenser, 421, 57. Kind of partial to that one. Lawyer. PV cab. Lots of different sounds. I won't go through all of them, I'll just go through real quick. XML Sound Lab cab. Okay. And then, of course, you can load your own impulse response. For example, I'll pull up one of my favorite Lancaster audio cabs, my favorite all around, the Atlantic Custom. So it's still the sound of the Misha amp and pedal and everything, but now it's my cab. And you can do this with any typical cab IR. Pull that up. I'm going to skip the effects and go straight for the EQ. This is a parametric EQ. We've got bass, low, mid, and treble. Each one of these, you set the frequency here, and then you can cut or boost with this. Like if you feel like you're not getting enough bass. So this is all post-cab at this point. So boost or cut some bass frequencies. Some low mids. One K is usually a good one to boost a little bit. Turn up that 20K at the high end of human hearing. Anyway, or however you want to do it, really. It's just really handy that it has all this already built in the guitar chain, so you don't have to pull out another plug-in. All right, and then at the very, very end, we've got a compressor. Press. Cool, now we got some effects. Now I think I'm gonna have to switch to a different part because that's all the heavy rhythm guitar stuff. Now with some of these effects, we're gonna get into some lead and clean guitar territory. So let's try out a little bit of lead guitar on this. Alright, so I'm on the second cycle on the second section. I decided that that's the one that I like the best for lead. Let's check it out. I'm gonna crank up the mids a little bit. Feel like a nice saturation. Personally, I don't like a ton of top end in my lead guitar. Alright, let's check out this effects section over here. Oh. Wow. We've got a digital or tape option on this delay. I like a nice digital delay, but maybe just roll off the top end just a smidge. Yeah. That's about where I'd have it. And we've got a reverb. Oh. That's so much. Just a smidge, a little bit of space. Nice. Of course, we're in mono right now, so. cool it's got all this stuff in here because we don't really need anything else in it. Like that's the whole, you got the whole signal chain in one plugin. Cool, now that we've dialed in a super heavy rhythm tone and a nice ambient but screaming lead tone, let's try a little bit of a clean sound, see how that goes. All right. That'll do. It's cool because if you like really want to go in depth, you know, you can do stuff like go nuts with all the different types of tubes and really just dialing the front panel of the amp even. There's so much stuff that you'll have plenty of tones for a long time. All right, there you have it, folks, the JST Toneforge Misha Mansoor plugin. There's a lot going on. It's a huge signal chain, a lot packed into a single plugin. I think I've given you a pretty good idea of what it sounds like on a single guitar track with each of the different amp sounds. Really, it seems like there's just almost an infinite number of sound combinations that you could get out of this thing in between all the different parts of it, between the precision drive out front, the amp that has like 100 different knobs on it, some of which I've never seen on a real life amp, a bunch of different cabs and the ability to load your own, 3 effects pedals for a little bit of ambience, EQ and compression. You've got pretty much your entire signal chain in one plugin. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and if you haven't already, mash that subscribe button for more reviews and original content, and I'll see you real soon.